Hello guys, how are we doing and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a solo queue SMG gameplay on Rio Hardpoint. Managed to drop a 30 bomb and we managed to get over a 2KD. It's a gruel of a game. I hope you enjoy. Before we get into it, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up about what the layout of the video is going to be. I mean, the past couple of days it's been very much a slow-paced breakdown of gameplays, and you know, it's hard to get the rhythm of how things are going. But today I really wanted to focus on not losing the rhythm of the game, making sure you guys can see it for, you know, how it actually is played out and the timings and everything without me pausing it left, right, and rhubarb, because I feel like that still adds value. So what I'm trying to do, obviously I'm down for your guys' feedback, is mix it up a bit. I want to get a little bit of live comms in here. I want to get a real slow breakdown where I literally pause the video, pull up a attack map and do a little bit of analysis. And then I also want to do ones like this where it's literally just commentating the gameplay as I'm doing it. Think of it as like a little bit more of a mini gameplay analysis where I still talk through what's going on in my mind as I'm playing it, but it's not broken down so much as, you know, with a mini map on the middle of the screen and things like that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will be listening, of course. I will read them all. So yeah, as I say, it's an SMG gameplay. You don't see many on my channel. I'm not much of an SMG gamer nowadays. For those of you who are like been around for a while, you know, on Vanguard, on Cold War, I was an SMG god. The AK-74U and the MP40 were unreal, and I loved them. But since joining PC and since trying to understand the spawns and, you know, trying to control the spawns, the AR is my little homie. So I've been trying to adapt a little bit to the SMG, and that's why you're going to see a little bit shaky shots here, there, and everywhere. But we're getting there, we're learning, and I'm hoping there's routes I'm taking in here that hopefully help you as well. So I am solo queuing. Obviously, if this was a 4-man or a 3-man or even a duo, it would be a lot easier. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're already on P2, nearly P3 here. So we get decent spawns to the hill. I think they pushed a little bit too far into our spawns, so we got fairly lucky with those spawns. And now what I'm trying to do here is push up. I noticed one just touched the hill, so I thought, you know what, if I can push up a little bit, challenge the hill, and yeah, just apply that little bit of pressure. So we're spawning back here, which means the enemy, any kills we get now will spawn the enemy pretty much the other side of P1. So I'm trying to play for that wraparound on the right here. Luckily get timing on this guy. If I'd have checked maybe a second earlier, or waited a second, it would have been a little bit more of a different gunfight. But yeah, we're chasing these red dots, being aggressive. A little bit of a break in the gameplay there just because it was a bit boring. I was literally just holding this heady, playing the cut, and just trying to see what I could do. I decided to run up. However, I get caught. Yeah, rough. Got to the end of the hill and I thought, you know what, let's rotate. But yeah, it wasn't quite that simple. Moving into P4. Sorry if this you guys can't keep up, but hey, this is a nice fast-paced one. Moving into P4, I like to try and get as much ground as possible here. So I've just seen someone on the hill, and the teammate was just shooting top garage here. So I'm trying to get this freebie.
Why does he know I'm here then?
Yeah, that was annoying. That was annoying, Death. It was so annoying I even had to watch the kill cam, so I couldn't believe why would anyone do that ever. But I imagine I potentially someone was pinging or live marking their garage or something. But in any case, we're spawning on the okay side. I don't really mind spawning this side. It's a little bit easier to get, you know, into the garage and get your kills that way. But I baited my push into the garage, get a freebie just like so. See the red dot on the minimap into boxes and get my teammates trade. It's as easy as that, guys. What I'm trying to do there, whilst we're spawning behind us still, I have the ability to push up a little bit, and I was trying to, you know, apply a little bit of pressure, make some space, try and engage the enemy further up before they even get to the hill, meaning that, you know, by the time they get to the hill, they're a little bit weak. My teammates have got a little bit of notice, they come in, and it worked quite well. I didn't get the kill, but it was influential in the game for sure. So right now I'm trying to be really annoying. My head's already on P5 here. So P5 has two main spawns, one to my left as it is now, and then one, you know, completely at the side. So again, playing for that red dot, playing for that cheeky pick. This guy kills me every single time. Clearly a shooter. Looked like he was looking at me through a wall there though. I know it was probably because I shot. I'm baiting. I'm on Mars. But yeah, I'm trying to push out this spawn. If you can get to P1 on this hill, and the enemy team is spawning where they are currently, if you can get into P1 or even further out through P1, they end up spawning even further right, which is, you know, massively beneficial, and it means they've got an even longer way to the hill. So yeah, you can see it's super frantic gameplay. All I'm really trying to do is chase red dots. My teammate gets killed off the time, but I am aware I've got someone looking over me to the right. So I'm trying to see if I can get a pick. I notice a guy, as I'm shooting the first guy, I notice a player on the enemy team gets on the hill, so I know exactly where I need to look for my next kill, and yeah, it works out absolutely perfectly. So whilst my teammates are trying to conquer P1, let's say, my job is just to get scrap time here and try and think of it. In my head, I'm going, okay, what route can I take? I don't want to just go up the bridge. That's a little bit boring. But I think, you know what? Let's be a bit devious. Let's jump up their side bridge. They're not going to be expecting it. They weren't expecting it. And I get an absolute freebie of a kill. So now it's my responsibility to try and play that really annoying role. I've noticed there's P3, so I'm sort of thinking to myself, did they flip? Did they not? They didn't flip. It was just me being a little bit, you know, a little bit tweaky. But I'm trying to support my teammate here. As long as they stay this side of the plants, we should be okay. However, I milk. I let my teammate fall. I'm one off a kill streak, and I'm really trying to play that kill streak. Yeah, they always chow back, guys. They always chow back. Yeah, managed to get the streak. Unfortunately, do get traded, and we are unfortunately spawning out. Ideally, we wanted to be spawning the P2 side of the map. So in my head, I'm thinking, you know, if I can get a little bit of a long rotation here, we should be absolutely gravy. We should be absolutely fine. Get deep into the spawn out early. I do notice the players just run it past the white van. But in my head, I'm thinking, you know, leave them. As soon as I shoot, all eyes are going to be on me because I'm in the back. Leave them. See if I can throw a stun. Now, what I'm mainly focusing at here is obviously getting these initial kills. We're looking when my teammates are spawning and just supporting where I can. So in my head, you know, I was prepared for the enemy team to spawn behind us. They did not. I noticed the teammate spawned, and as a result, I'm directly looking straight at the front almost immediately. Unfortunately, milked the kill on that player yet again. Yeah, as I say, this sub isn't always for me nowadays, but hey, I'm hoping you guys can learn from my mistakes. Yeah, we're throwing the nades over the ramp just to try and build a little bit of ground here. And yeah, we're playing for the first picks. Unfortunately, I couldn't see that player. I think I took up a little bit of a position an AR should probably be at. I mean, doing a little bit of self-criticism there. I think in that position, you know, I'm losing a gunfight against an AR. If I, you know, as a sub, probably should have played a little bit closer, maybe a little bit tighter to that corner. But hey, it is what it is. Now, in order to break P3, the best way to hit the spawns out is literally to push down the left. Now, you might be saying, oh, why are you challenging old? And I was like, yeah, that's fair point. But that's 2 free kills there. I know exactly where they're going to be. And I've just got into their spawn, and it's as easy as that. Our teammates just spawned next to me. So my main goal here, my main focus is to try and maintain these spawns. Now, there are 2 main spawn points, one in the alley I just came from, and one to my left near this, like, the market area here. So it's my job to make sure they open up and we can get kills. Thankfully, we do get the kills. We start spawning here, and it ends up spawning the enemy team all the way the other side of P1, making it really difficult for them to get any sort of hill time here. Very ambitious chow, which is why I switched to the MW3, and I get stuck. That's just a really rough ride for me there. Must have a magnet on my forehead or something, because they always seem to find me. So moving into 20 seconds left to the hill, I wouldn't normally, yeah, I was about to say, I didn't fight that just because I knew how long was left. I decided to throw an aid, help the teammates out, and then get to the hill. My teammate has just spawned behind me, which literally alerts me to the fact that the enemy team are going to be coming from the way we were spawning before, which is why I'm sort of sat in this corner, waiting for anyone to run through garage for a little bit of a freebie. Side I don't want to wait much longer and see where the enemy team is spawning. Notice no one's on the hill, think, you know what, someone best grab hill. It's a little bit of a sticky situation because we're so central on the map. I'm not entirely sure where they're spawning. So as soon as they shoot, it alerts me to the direction they're going to be coming from. I see the red dots over at P3. My teammates in boxes. So all I really need to do now is trust my teammates on P2 to look over me while I just, you know, have complete goal of the garage. Now I've let go of the point there just to, you know, try and trade my teammate out. Shot on that guy. Thankfully they were weak. Shot on that guy. Thankfully, that was just an assist. But in any case, you can sort of see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create ground like so. Whilst I know where an enemy is, I'm happy to leave the point for a millisecond just to get the kill, and then I'm back in the action. There he is. Nice little couple streaks back to back for me there. But it's all about playing for those tags, being that person on the hill, being adaptable, seeing where they shoot, and almost immediately reacting. Because at the end of the day, as soon as they shoot, you know where they are, and they're lost. They don't know where you are. So it's you have that advantage in the gunfight at that point. So we've actually got okay spawns. I don't mind these spawns as long as they don't get us pushed out. I know it's enemy to the right and eventually get that kill. Actually, I don't. I get the assist, but hey, we can't win them all. Yeah, for some reason, that player decides to shout all the way out like so, which makes the kill super easy. And yeah, I know it was an SMG gameplay, but I just can't help myself. But that's it. We're back out with the SMG. I'm trying to play a little bit of a couple of picks here. Play my life. I noticed there's someone at the top, so I'm really trying to play for them. But unfortunately, I do fall. The MW3's absolutely beat me there. And yeah, not the greatest spot. Now, I wouldn't normally call in my streak this late into the new hill. this late into the old hill. But whilst we had so much ground and so much momentum on the old hill, I thought, you know what, if I can just put a little bit of pressure, clear P1 so we've got the new hill, we should be absolutely good. And that's exactly what it's done. It's, you know, alleviated pressure from the hill itself. We're now got complete control of P1 and it's 4 down. Now, I know that wasn't completely due to my streak. Teammates are getting kills and that should be game. So there it is. We won by over 100 points. So I get 32 kills, 77 seconds in hill. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. If you have any questions, about why I did certain things, I know there's some people who think I'm cheating. If you want me to explain anything, let me know down in the comments and I will respond. That'll do for me. Ciao for now.